Good evening and welcome to episode 6 of Meno Mondays. And today we're going to be talking about male menopause, which fascinates me because I was 2 days old when I found out about it. So I have a person who's really close to me who said that their brother has been told that they have male menopause and has been given some hormonal therapy. So her brother in his late 40s, I think, and that really intrigued me to find out more about it because I'm just wired that way. But more importantly, in terms of the effect that it can potentially have on our relationships, particularly if both parties are going through this at the same time. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Heather. I'm a menopause coach who supports women to look and feel amazing, to sleep better, have more energy, and live life to their fullest. And most importantly, feel like themselves again. So, without much further ado, I'll dive right into the male menopause and what I found out about it. So, men's menopause, what is it? Actually, men's menopause is also known as andropause, and it's a condition that affects many men over the age of 40. It's also a natural process that occurs in the body, similar to the female menopause. And what happens at this time is that the men's testosterone levels start to decline, and the levels drop below the normal range. And this happens gradually, and this leads to changes in their physical bodies, and they too have emotional psychological changes happen to them as well, just like we do. There are a number of factors that can contribute to male menopause, including hormonal changes, aging, and stress. So, when does male menopause start? Typically, it starts around the age of 40, although it can start as early as 35 or as late as 50. Like us women, their symptoms and the intensity of the symptoms varies from person to person. So some men may experience symptoms more noticeable than other men, just as like some women go through menopause and they experience their menopause symptoms more noticeably than others. So that's one similarity between male and female menopause. How long does men's menopause last? Well, apparently it can last anywhere from a few years to several decades. It is a gradual and natural part of aging, so it is not a disease. And what are the symptoms of male menopause? So the most common symptoms of men's menopause includes fatigue and low energy levels. Some may have a decrease in sexual desire, performance, and potency. There's changes in their sleep patterns, so they can either, become insomnia, or they have, or excessive daytime sleepiness, or both. They can get depression and anxiety, have poor concentration and memory loss, and also they can get hot flashes and night sweats. One of the other symptoms is they also tend to gain weight around the abdomen, especially if they're not exercising regularly. They also experience joint and muscle pains and changes in their skin, hair, and their nails. Their skin can become dry and wrinkled, and their hair gets thinner, and some end up going bald. The nails become brittle and they also break quite easily. So, very similar to what us women get during menopause, too. How is male menopause diagnosed? Well, doctors perform blood tests to measure levels of testosterone. And testosterone is a hormone that also helps control sexual desire and other male characteristics. The doctor may also conduct a physical examination, usually of the testicles, to check for swelling or tenderness, signs that indicate there's a decreased production of sperm cells. They'll probably ask you questions about any medications or any supplements that you may be taking regularly. They do this so they can rule out any potential causes for high or low testosterone, things like anabolic steroids. What can men who are experiencing menopause do to feel better? Well, the suggestions were to get plenty of rest, get regular exercise, eat a balanced and nutritious diet, avoid or at least limit the amount of alcohol, cigarettes, and other substances that you may be taking. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and stress relief, things like yoga, meditation, and also massage therapy can be really good too for male menopause. There are also medications and supplements that men can take to help to reduce their symptoms. Usually, your doctors will advise you on which ones are the best. It is important, though, to tell the doctor any symptoms you may be experiencing, as early diagnosis and treatment helps to reduce the severity of the symptoms that you can get. And another thing that you can do is to speak to a menopause coach or a therapist. This can be really beneficial in providing support and guidance because these people, the coaches and the therapists, they offer valuable insight and strategies to help you cope with the changes that are associated with men's menopause and what you're going through. And like with women's transition, men's menopause can also be a difficult transition. But with the proper care and support, men can also manage their symptoms and live a healthy, active life. So I thought it'd be good to talk about how men may be going through something similar to what we're going through too, either a little earlier than us, or at the same time, or even later than us. So knowing what to look out for will help me to deal with what comes with it better. Well, at least for me anyway. Definitely forewarned is forearmed. I know I say this all the time, but definitely it works for me. So what I'm trying to say is with male menopause, with female menopause, we all need to give each other and ourselves grace as we go through this period. We need to be supportive of one another and help each other and those we love that are around us to transition through this potentially challenging time for both men and for women. It was interesting to learn about the similarities between male menopause and female menopause. And that brings us to the end of this session on Men on Mondays tonight. So here's wishing you a great week. I'll see you on the 15th of May. Bye for now.